I'm here today to speak to you about homeschool paperwork. This depends on the state that you live in, as well as how you intend to homeschool your child. So let's delve right in, and hopefully, I'll help you out getting organized and ready to homeschool. I've decided to break this video up into three different sections. The first includes the most regulated states. The second are the states that have alternative regulations that go beyond just paperwork or the paperwork they require varies. And the final section are the states where paperwork is not required, but we would recommend you keeping track of things such as attendance and possibly what you've taught, just in case you run into any concerns for the future. Because there are so many regulations in different states, what we've done is given a general overview at the beginning of each of the levels. If you continue watching through that level, you'll eventually run into your specific state and the specific requirements for your state. Before we continue, I just want to add a real quick footnote here. Many of the things that I'm saying in the remainder of the video might be seen as a little too general for the position that you're in, and perhaps you've already decided that you're intending to homeschool. If that's the case, feel free to use the email in the description box, and we can send you some specific samples of what the paperwork in your state looks like. Massachusetts, New York, Pennsylvania, Rhode Island, and Vermont are the most regulated states. What this means is that you are expected to send in some type of a notice of intent to homeschool to either the superintendent's office or the school district, depending on the state that you're in. In addition to that, you will be expected to send in some type of a curriculum plan of what it is you intend to teach your child. In addition, you're expected to maintain some type of records to ensure that you have proof that your child is learning. In New York, for example, this is done through quarterly reports that are sent in, sort of like a report card. Additionally, these states require some type of an annual assessment or a portfolio, depending on the state that you're in. Let's delve into the specifics now. Moving forward now, you'll see the different specifics for the most regulated states. Each slide is only 3 seconds, so be sure to pause and take a screenshot so you can get the specific details. Additionally, like we said before, feel free to look in the description box for the email to be able to receive free samples of what each of the components look like. This very long list of states here is not as strict as level 1, but not as lax as level 3. And what that looks like is that you will still be expected to send in some type of notice of intention to homeschool. That will be sent to either the superintendent's office or the school board, depending on the state that you're in. In addition, you will be expected to have some type of curriculum plan, but depending on the state you're in, it will not be as strict and as mandated as level 1. Additionally, you will be expected to have some type of annual assessment, but again, the parameters are a little bit looser in this situation. And we recognize that families homeschool for a variety of different reasons. So please note the following chart where these states require your child to be vaccinated, even if you intend to homeschool. The only other exception to this is Pennsylvania, which is a level 1 state. So let's get into it. Each slide is only 3 seconds long, so don't forget to hit pause and take a photo so you have all of the information that you need. And if you're fortunate enough to live in a level 3 state, then what that means is that you have the most flexibility when it comes to homeschooling. These states have minimal to no requirement when it comes to homeschooling. You may have to notify your school district or the superintendent of your intention to homeschool, and you may have to send in some type of a follow up so that they're aware, but you're going to have the most flexibility with the curriculum in these states. But let's go through the specifics so you're positive you understand everything.